What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Shinobi Striker video for you guys. Here today I want to show you guys the unkillable healer build that is great for combat battle, not combat batter. It's not food, but we'll just go ahead and show you guys basically everything we use. The reason I say it's unkillable is as long as your teammates aren't too far away from you. Because that's really the only thing that sucks when you are a healer, is if your teammates kind of go off on all their own. Sometimes it could be kind of hard to heal them. There is different abilities for that, and different ultimates and secret techniques, things like that. But personally, this is what I use, and I think it works the best, so we'll go over it. So first off is going to be Sakura. I don't know how to say that. I guess it's the Naginata is I guess how I would say it. It's pretty good. It's SS item. It's 4-4-3-3. Before I would use the 9-tail sword, which is a 3-4-3-3, so you get a little bit extra attack power, which is obviously just a little bit better mine as well. And then Sewing Needle has such low attack, it has good speed and hit rate, but personally I don't really care for that. I like sticking to the Naginata. I think it works the best. It's SS item that was in the store. I believe it's still in the store right now until next week. If you do want to get that. One very important part is going to be the ninja tool in this build. You're gonna need the healing seal. So the reason you need the healing seal is this is super important for getting that kind of last minute heal before your jutsus are back up. So it's definitely very, very important. I know a lot of people might have different opinions on what to use. I think by far healing seal for your healer build is most important. For costumes, what I use is boost health recovery on the top. I use that way I could try to stay alive for as long as possible. And then on the bottom, I use superior immune system, shortens the amount of time that you suffer from negative effects. The reason I do that as well is because obviously you don't want to be stunned, you don't want to be comboed, you don't want to be basically in anything that affects you, because then you won't be able to heal your team and win the games a little bit easier. And then for accessory, I use the Anbu Kakashi mask on the right, but obviously it's the accessory that you really care about, the accessory skill, which is Unbending Will, which greatly reduces ninjutsu cooldown time when your health drops below a certain amount, which obviously once again, as a healer, you want to be able to get your jutsus back so you can heal when you do get lower. So for my jutsus, I use 8 trigrams air palm. Now the reason I like this is it knocks back your targets, damages them. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it seals their ninjutsu. So the reason I like this is because obviously sealing your jutsu is super important. There's a lot of different ones that people use in terms of heavy boulders. People will use like chakra scalpels. Even I use chakra scalpel for nervous system rupture. A lot of these do work, but a lot of them you have to be closer to the people, right? Chakra scalpel and the nervous system rupture, you have to hit the people with it. Whereas the 8 trigrams, you throw it from a distance, keeps you out of the fight, and it still does the job because it seals their jutsu and it decreases the time you have to wait to use your other jutsu. So if you get your healing back right away from that, then you can go ahead and use that. And then for the healing, I use cellular extraction jutsu. Now the reason I like this one more, it instantly heals and cures ailments. A lot of people use ones where you heal over time, right? Like the Palm Sage, I've even used that before, but I like extraction better because when someone's low on health, you don't want to kind of heal them over time because they will die. You want to instantly get them back up to 50, 60, 70% health, and then that will super help you out, right away. So that's why I use that one. There's other ones, obviously, like I said, like cellular activation is kind of the same thing as well. But you don't want to really heal over time, in my personal opinion. For the substitution, it should have been on Shadow Clone. I don't know why it was on substitution. But you want to use, basically, to be honest, you can use almost any clone. Like I said, I really haven't tested too many clones out. I kind of just stick to Shadow Clones most of the time, just because it's a little bit shorter cooldown. But a lot of these clones will actually be very, very useful, because if you stun people, things like that, obviously it'll really help you out. I would use something that stuns people for sure, or increases jutsus, things like that, because if you do that, then obviously I think it's super beneficial for you to get out of there and things like that. And then for the secret technique, my personal favorite is the Shuriken Jutsu Spring Storm. It basically does damage to people that are close while also healing your team, so it's kind of like the best case scenario. Things like slug long distance healing are good, but they only are kind of close quarters, right? Or not close quarters, but you're only going to heal, right? Vapor style, particle style is really fun to use, but you're only going to do damage You want to be able to heal and do damage, especially on this healer build, because you want to stay alive, keep everyone alive, and it's pretty game changing when people are low on health. You pop your secret technique, you kill a couple, and you heal your team. So we'll go ahead and hop into the gameplay and show you guys basically how to play it in combat battle. Alright, so we're loaded in here to combat battle on the hidden sand training field, and we're going to go ahead and kind of show you guys, what to do as the healer and how basically we can make this build unkillable. Now obviously at the end of the day, everyone is killable. If you get put against, secret techniques, you will die. It's just how it is, but that's kind of why you want to be able to force them to have to use secret techniques and things like that to go out of their way to kill you, because then that gives your teammates time to, kill them before they basically try to kill you. So basically right now we have one of each. They have 2 attacks, healer, and a range, so it's fairly even. We just have a defense and they do not. But what we want to do, our teammate that ran all the way over the defense, hopefully he stays alive, but that was very stupid of him, for being completely honest. What we want to do is try to get this scroll right here, which I don't think we're going to be able to get because obviously our teammates were not going for it, and unfortunately they're not going to get it. I was going for it, but unfortunately I wasn't going to be able to. So I'm staying on the edge of this mountain until I come up for my ninja palm, my sage palm, right? Like I think that's, probably the most important part, to be honest, of being a healer, and that people kind of, disregard, is really just keeping your teammates alive, right, and keeping yourself alive in that process. Right there, unfortunately, I get kind of in a bad combo, which kind of costed us, but it's really important to stay alive, especially as a healer, because you get your ultimate so fast. So if you're staying alive, you're giving your team very good odds to get a lot of ultimates, which will in turn, give you guys a high advantage in the match, right? So right here we're gonna pop the ultimate, and unfortunately I get hit with a ultimate jutsu right when I use my secret technique, so I do get hit with the Kieran right there, unfortunately. But that would have, I think I could have probably got a double kill. I didn't know that the scroll had already, it kind of like glitched, I guess, or lagged a little bit, because I didn't know the scroll was kind of spawned when I was doing that. This steel guy is not looking good right here. If I can get in there and save him, no, I'm not gonna be able to. So let's just wait for our teammates. They might be chasing me right now, I don't know. Looks like our teammates are all spawning back, so I'm gonna wait for them. And it looks like they are chasing me, so I'm gonna go this way and stick with our teammates, make it smart, right? Like just small plays like that. Like obviously if I was to run in, I'm pretty much an instant death, which could have costed us an advantage. Like obviously because they got the Kieran is really the only reason they're ahead right now, but we obviously easily could have comboed them, and they do get Gamageech right now as well. I mean, so they've gotten both of the really big ultimates right now. So trying to stay alive in this is going to be very, very hard, to be honest with you. I'm going to try to heal our teammates and keep us alive, but unfortunately they've gotten 2 of the ultimates, which definitely is a very important thing to go ahead and it looks like our teammate is going to tandem paper bomb them, which might have been a super big deal, depending on if we're gonna. And I do get Gamageech right there as well. 10-second cooldown. So if your teammates don't get scrolls, you definitely will be in a huge predicament, because like I said, I mean, it depends on what they get, but if they get Kieran and Gamageech, like we're honestly winning this damage wise, but because they're getting so many good ultimates and things like that, and they're gonna get their secret technique soon, it's gonna be kind of hard to win with only 2 lives, because Gamageech does crazy damage. It's almost like impossible to do anything on him because he obviously knocks you up as well, which is highly annoying. We are going to use a shuriken right here, which does heal our team, does do damage, unfortunately not enough, but right there we are going to try to stay alive. Like I said, more than anything, if Gamageech leaves, I think we can win as long as we don't get hit with secret techniques. So it kind of depends. We do have a teammate going for the scroll, so if he can go ahead and get that and give us fast jutsus or something, that would probably be very ideal. I always use my healing seal first, just because I do think it does a little bit better in terms of, obviously healing faster, right? Like it gets off faster than my actual ability. Unfortunately, our teammate is going to get stunned right there. They do get the scroll too, so they're getting some pretty good. I can't hit this guy right now. I'm getting, like I said, maybe a little bit of lag. I don't know. You never really know in Shinobi, unfortunately, because sometimes you will get lag. And right here, I'm going to try to get the mountain to save our teammate. Unfortunately, though, I'm slowed down, so I'm going very, very slow, which is obviously, I'm getting hit by the Rosin Rampage, of course. So I do heal our teammate. I'm just going to throw my Shuriken because I'm pretty low on health. And it looks like it actually does help us get a kill right there. So, like I said, it's a pretty close game, to be honest. It's going to very much come down to the fact of who kind of gets their secret techniques and who gets these scrolls. So I'm going to stick to this scroll right here. Hopefully we get it real quick. So we do get the scroll. I believe that would be movement speed. I could be wrong. So it's a fairly close game now. You can see really the only deaths have been from Gamageech and then as well as you know, the Kieran. So basically, like I said, if you're going to get killed by secret techniques, that's just going to happen. Right there, he does kill the guy before he gets off his ultimate. So that might have been a game changer for us. I don't know what the ultimate was, but it looks like that might have been a game changer for us. It's 1v1, and we are going to get the win right there. You can see, you know, the healer build definitely keeps people alive, definitely was a game changer. The Shuriken, the Uchiha Shuriken was super strong as well. Both my deaths, like I said, Kieran in the beginning of the game, didn't think they really had it, didn't know it really proctored, and then obviously Gamagechi. That just happens, you get hit with stuff like that. If you don't let him get those 2 scrolls, we probably win that pretty easily, to be honest. So if this build does help you guys out, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell. And as always, I will see you next time.